It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up next, it's the Jets' superstar cornerback. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Jets and the Lions on EA Sports.
Well, autumn starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. And that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Second and 6. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They try to throw on second down, but the throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. He is off to an unfathomable start throwing the football, thrown the 2 passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And the Lions first down.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Black walk. Check pink. Opposite. Green.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 6-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. As they've got it as we resume action.
Check white.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check, huh?
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Check pink, opposite, green, yellow, lining, switch, yellow.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Whitfield. There he goes left side. Down to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. You hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. His throw incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it. That's because I believe in you guys.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
10 cycles. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw again. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jamison Williams.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Switch, yellow. Smith, red. Hut, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So thanks to the late time.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That is caught. That was some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down now, Whitfield, and he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Lions take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Jets. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Paul on a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready, go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they used to have a ball boy. Get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now 2nd and 3.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Check pink. Go.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So the Jets now down by a field goal, a little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Fight, 6.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And he is going to have the Jets first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
On the ready.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Check white. Blue check.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD...
I know how to bounce back, 'cause you know I got it. And she look good. don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me.